Who will set foot on Mars first? And what's really at stake? Humanity's long-held dream of reaching the red planet is closer to reality than ever before, and the race is more intense, complex, and consequential than most people realize. NASA, SpaceX, and China are locked in a high-stakes competition, each pushing the boundaries of technology, collaboration, and ambition, with the next decade poised to redefine our place in the cosmos. Let's start with SpaceX, the private sector powerhouse led by Elon Musk. In May 2025, Musk provided a significant update on the company's Mars program, signaling the most aggressive timeline yet. SpaceX is now targeting the 2026 to 2027 launch window for its first uncrewed missions to Mars, a bold move dependent on the success of orbital refueling demonstrations. This is no small feat. Refueling spacecraft in orbit is a technical hurdle that, once cleared, will allow Starship, the vehicle designed to carry humans to Mars, to reach the planet with heavier payloads and increased reliability. Musk estimates a 50% chance of being ready for that window and has emphasized that, regardless of the outcome, SpaceX plans to escalate its mission frequency in every subsequent opportunity. But what does this mean in practical terms? If SpaceX succeeds, it could send cargo, science experiments, and possibly the first infrastructure needed to support future human missions. In the years that follow, the company intends to ramp up these missions, laying the groundwork for the first crewed journeys. The implications are staggering. A private company spearheading interplanetary travel, with the explicit goal of establishing a permanent, self-sustaining human settlement on Mars. For SpaceX, this is more than a technical challenge. It's a philosophical mission to ensure the survival of humanity as a multiplanetary species. Meanwhile, across the Pacific, China is rapidly closing the gap. The China National Space Administration, or CNSA, has made remarkable strides in recent years, and 2025 marked another milestone. In March, China officially opened its ambitious Tianwen-3 Mars sample return mission to international collaboration. For the first time, the CNSA invited proposals from the global scientific community, offering 15 kilograms of payload capacity on its Earth return spacecraft for foreign scientific instruments. Submissions were due by June 2025, with final selections expected in October. This move signals not only China's growing technical confidence, but also its desire to play a leading and inclusive role in global space exploration. Tianwen-3, planned for launch in 2028, aims to collect and return samples from Mars to Earth, a feat never before accomplished. By inviting international partners, China is positioning itself as a collaborative force, even as it pursues national prestige and strategic advantages. Success in this mission would not only yield invaluable scientific insights about Mars's geology and potential for past life, but also demonstrate China's capacity for the complex, multi-phase operations required for eventual crewed landings. While SpaceX and China charge forward, NASA, the historic leader in planetary exploration, has adopted a measured, strategic approach. The agency's Artemis program, focused on returning humans to the moon and establishing a sustainable presence there, is widely seen as a critical stepping stone to Mars. By investing in lunar technologies, habitats, and life support systems, NASA is building the foundation for the much longer and more challenging journey to the red planet. Crucially, Artemis is not just about hardware. It's about systems, strategies, and international partnerships that will be essential for the years-long missions required for Mars exploration. While NASA has not set a firm date for its first crewed Mars landing, the agency is systematically tackling the daunting obstacles: radiation exposure, psychological isolation, and closed-loop life support that stand between us and a safe human presence on Mars. So, what's really at stake in this race? Far more than national pride or technological bragging rights. The winner will shape the future of human civilization in space. Whoever lands first on Mars will set the precedent for governance, scientific discovery, and even the ethical framework for how we interact with a new world. Will Mars be a collaborative outpost, built on the collective ingenuity of nations and private innovators? Or will it be the domain of a single country or corporation, setting the terms for all who follow? Each contender brings unique strengths. SpaceX has speed, vision, and a willingness to take risks that traditional agencies often avoid. Its Starship program is breaking new ground in rapid prototyping and cost-effective rocket reusability. If SpaceX succeeds, it could prove that private industry can lead the most audacious human endeavors, opening the solar system to commercial enterprise and new forms of exploration. China, meanwhile, offers a model of state-driven, methodical progress. Its willingness to collaborate on Tianwen-3 suggests a desire to build alliances, even as it pursues its own strategic goals. If China's sample return mission succeeds, it will mark a turning point, not just for Mars science, but for the balance of power in space exploration. NASA, for its part, continues to provide the gold standard for safety, reliability, and international cooperation. Its slow but steady approach may ultimately prove the most sustainable, laying the groundwork for long-term human presence on both the Moon and Mars. The Artemis program's focus on partnership could help ensure that Mars exploration remains a shared endeavor, with benefits extending far beyond any single nation. Yet, beneath the competition, there's an undercurrent of collaboration. The knowledge gained by any one player, whether in rocket design, closed-loop life support, or surface operations, will inevitably inform and accelerate the efforts of others. The international scientific community, already deeply involved in Mars research, stands ready to seize every opportunity for cooperation. As the 2026-27 window approaches, all eyes are on the sky. Will SpaceX's Starship break new ground with its uncrewed missions? Will China's Tianwen-3 mission bring home the first Martian samples, changing our understanding of the Red Planet forever? Or will NASA's careful, deliberate steps ultimately pave the way for a new era of international exploration? One thing is certain: the next few years will be pivotal. The decisions made now about technology, partnerships, and vision will determine not just who reaches Mars first, but how humanity's future unfolds among the stars. The race is on, and the stakes have never been higher.